What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Foodies Alike. Today I have a very awesome holiday video for you guys. We are going to be making some Christmas crack. It is one of my all-time favorite holiday dishes. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Before you get going, you're going to want to get out everything that you're going to need. It just makes it a lot easier. So today I have some chocolate chips, some butter, brown sugar, measuring cup, my spatula, I have a pan lined with some parchment paper so that way I can go in the oven. I have some crackers. You can either use these, you can use rich, you can use saltines. It's honestly your preference. You're going to want a boiling pot, and then I use a whisk, but you can also use your spatula, whichever you prefer. And the first thing you're going to want to get started is taking your crackers and lining them in the pan. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. Alright guys, after struggling for a little while, this is the best I can get the crackers. Ideally, you wouldn't use a circle pan, you would use a square baking sheet. You can fit a lot more crackers on it, but I'm just trying to do a small batch so I don't waste anything. But once you get your crackers set at this point, you can preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You can go ahead and set these crackers aside. And now we're going to be taking our stick of butter, placing it in our pan, and go ahead and putting this on the stove and letting this start to melt. Okay, so while your butter's cooking, you're going to want to get your cup of brown sugar. I only had a certain amount, so we're going to make do with it. Alright, now add your brown sugar to your butter. Once you get these two together, I would just sort of start moving it around a little bit, trying to get them combined as best as you can because you want it to be one. And once they start going, whisk it a little bit more to get all the clumps out. Sorry about that, guys. I had to put you down for a second. It's getting kind of difficult. I'm actually going to add some vanilla into this just to give it a little bit more of that sweet flavor. Once we get that in there, I'm going to go ahead and grab the whisk and whisk that. Alright. We're going to want to stir this up until it's completely mixed, because we want this to come to a boil for a few minutes. So I'll check back in once I get this mixed and once it comes to a boil. Alright guys, this is completely mixed in. It is now starting to boil, as you can see. This is exactly what you want. You want it to boil for a few minutes, so let that boil for a good 2 to 3 minutes and then we'll check back in. You can stir it once, twice, but don't get going too crazy because you want it to kind of come together and make sort of a syrup. I had to jump back on here real quick and let you guys know that the smells from this are absolutely amazing. And if you make this, you will not be disappointed. Alright guys, once this boils for a few minutes, you're going to want to remove this from the stove. Take this on over to the crackers, and we're just going to dump it right over the crackers. Oops, kind of got some over the paper there, but whatever. Alright, now I'm going to stop this. I'm going to spread this out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so once you get the butter and vanilla brown sugar mixture all put together, spread over the crackers as best as you can. It'll probably look better than mine because it'll be in the right pan. Don't forget, you want it in a square baking sheet. You're going to take this, place this in the oven for 5 minutes. Do not do it any more than 5 minutes. You don't want to burn this, but 5 minutes, and then pull them out. Once this cools for about 2 hours in the refrigerator, you can go ahead and break it up into bite-sized pieces and put it in any container you'd like. Alright guys, and this is what it looks like. I have separated mine into a bowl with some parchment paper. As you can tell, you can see the layers on there. It's set pretty nicely. Make sure you guys leave it in for that 2 hours at least so it can get pretty hard. And I'm sorry about the technical difficulties in the last couple of clips. I promise I'll get those fixed for you guys next time. I just wanted to stop in before I end the video and say thank you so much for stopping in and checking out Foodies Alike. Thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. I've learned so many things on this very first video. I hope to grow with every video I post, and I hope to see you guys along for the journey. Have a great day, and see you next time.